Alley Cats Hurst, not to be confused with their Arlington location, offers a coaster stop for those in the Dallas area with an SBF spinner. This family entertainment center has a namesake bowling alley, laser tag, go karts, mini golf, and a few rides around its roller coaster. But how do the rides stack up? Especially if you're looking at getting the $60 unlimited wristband. Find out as I rank the rides and attractions at Alley Cats Hursts. I was unable to ride Drop and Twist as it has a 165-pound weight limit, making this drop tower mainly for kids. As I'm a relatively big fan of kiddie drop towers, that was disappointing as the mixture of twisting and dropping here would likely be a fun and enjoyable ride. Number 9. Teacups. As I wasn't looking to get dizzy too much, I wasn't primed to take advantage of the spinning that these simple teacups had to offer. But a younger version of myself would probably have enjoyed the overall spinning nature of this ride. Number 8. Go Karts. I'm not a huge fan of go karts, and the go karts that I got on this track was slow enough that every other racer lapped me. Now, I know some go karts are faster or slower than others, but it just didn't seem to elevate the experience for me. The track itself looks to have a solid enough mix of turns and straightaways that maybe you could pass some of the other drivers on the course, which would make this a more enjoyable go-kart track than many others that I've been on. Number 7. Arcade games. Despite the rather small footprint, there are a large amount of games packed in, including some of my favorites like skee ball and basketball shooting, air hockey, and racing games. Many of the machines were new and flashy, which isn't exactly my cup of tea, especially since new machines tend to focus more on letting people win tickets than overall enjoyable games. Without a power hour option though, playing the games is pricey. Though with the $20 game card that comes with the package, I was able to do about all the games that I wanted to do. My bigger disappointment was that the prizes, even when combining my tickets with my brother's, didn't seem to amount to anything worthwhile. Number 6. Mini golf. I generally enjoy mini golf, and there's both the adventure course and the harbor course. Most of the holes are basic in shape and structure, though there is a little bit of theming towards the front of the adventure course. However, the grass itself seemed to really have the ball slide around, which made it really difficult for us to sink shots into the hole, as the balls would roll over or around the holes unless proper and exact control was given. For a family-focused putt-putt course, I feel it should be easier to sink shots. Otherwise, many kids in groups will give up trying to play correctly. Number 5. Himalaya. This was a surprising charm of a flat ride. Being a simple and basic version of a Himalaya, you can clearly see the trains and track that make up this ride. But that is fine, as it rides almost more like a roller coaster, offering small pops of airtime on its two little hills. The overall spinning isn't fantastic, but I was looking for a solid ride that wouldn't get me too dizzy or sick, so this really filled that niche nicely. Number 4. The Rattler. Stealing the name of my favorite coaster, this FBF spinner ranks near the bottom of coasters that I've been on, but still offers a solid experience. The spinning is inconsistent on the cars, enough to be slightly enjoyable, but not enough to get you too dizzy, especially since you will likely spin with the turns on some of your trips around the track. This version didn't break as much in the station as San Antonio's Incredible Pizza's Crazy 8, which meant the front car got a decent amount of lateral and forces on both the turn into and out of the station. Easily my two favorite points in the ride. The view of the interstate is nice, as nothing truly says Texas like a busy freeway. I get why these coasters are enjoyable for small family entertainment centers like this, but ultimately, there's a lot more I want in a coaster. Number 3. Rock climbing. My wife always wants to see me do rock climbing whenever I go to an amusement park, though most don't have that as an option. These 3 tracks offer large enough grips that adults can easily complete the course. Although this doesn't present a challenge, it did leave me with a sense of accomplishment. I also enjoy the unique nature of the middle climbing course since I hadn't done a course like that before. Number 2. Bowling. The bowling lanes were decent, but not great. My brother, who bowled in high school, said he's bowled on worse lanes for competitions. The lanes look great, with a cramped and busy atmosphere for the many families who will use them. For bowlers, the lanes weren't oiled in the best way they could, and a few of the features on the machine were turned off. But important features for families, like automatic bumpers for each player that you can turn on and off, were available. With the ability to get unlimited all-day bowling, you just have to reserve your time slots in 1-hour increments. If you visit on a slower day, the unlimited pass could really give you a lot of bowling, if you so desire. Number 1. Laser tag. I'm not a huge fan of laser tag, having done it at a fair amount of birthday parties growing up. This offered a simple course with barriers and 2 ramps that led to an upper deck. The guns, however, were very easy to fire, and to see where you were firing and the overall group we had playing around us just made this a truly enjoyable experience. Of note, even with a wristband, you do have to get a paper reservation for laser tag over at the desk that gives out golf clubs. So, those are my top 10 attractions at Alley Cat's Hurst. Which rides and attractions are you the most excited to experience? Which ones do you enjoy the most? Let me know, and as always, Cup Kun Crap.